Hi, my name is Andy, and I'm pastor of First Baptist Church here in Williamsburg, Kentucky, and we want to wish you and yours a very happy Thanksgiving. As we think about gratitude and thanksgiving in our lives, I just want to read a couple of verses out of Paul's letter to the Philippian church, beginning in verse 4 of chapter 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Do not worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. When I think about gratitude and I think about Thanksgiving, I think of some dear friends. We visited them not too long ago. They had been married for 60 years. She was on oxygen and was very limited in her mobility. He was at the VA in hospice care. They had had this long and joyful life together, and they could sense that this relationship, that their lives that they had shared together was coming to an end. And so I said, "How are you doing? How are you coping?" And she said to me, as they looked at one another, she said, "Andy, God has been so very good to us. Beyond the fear of the moment and the anxiety and the distress of the moment, God's goodness and the gifts that God had given them it outshined all of the temporary problem." Maybe that's what you need to hear this Thanksgiving season. You know, we will gather around our tables, not like we always have before, but we'll gather around our tables and we'll give thanks to God for His presence in our lives and for His goodness. My hope is that you will notice all of those things, all of those gifts, all of that goodness that God has shared with you. I just want to share a fable with you that has been told for many, many years. There was a tyrant who was a king of a kingdom far away. He ruled with this ironclad fist, and he had complete control over the entire kingdom except for the people in one small area. And in that one small area, they were loyal not to him, they were loyal to God. And so he called his advisors together and he said, "Where can we hide God so that people will forget about him? Where can we put God so that people will be not remembering Him, but they will be thinking about me?" And so these advisors came to him, and one of them had a great idea. They said, "What if we put God on the far side of the moon? There, God would be out of sight. There, people would forget." But they started debating this idea and realized, one day we'll be able to explore space, and somehow people will find God. And so they tossed that idea out. Another advisor had this idea: let's put God in the depths of the ocean. And as they debated this idea, they came to the same conclusion. One day we will be able to plumb down to the depths and God would be found. But one advisor said, "I've got an idea. Let's put God in the ordinary events of everyday life. Maybe they won't see God there." And you know what they did? They put God there, and word has it, the people still do not see Him. He's in the ordinary events of everyday life. I hope that you and your friends and your family and those that you gather with this week will pay close, special attention with an eye toward gratitude for God's goodness. Rejoice in the Lord. Give thanksgiving, express gratitude, and I hope you have a fantastic and happy Thanksgiving. God bless you.